Hello everyone, Michelangelo Mortellero with Mortellero Law. Today's topic, probate is for suckers. And I say that coming from a guy who does probate for a living as part of his practice, and I make money on this. But here's the reality. You do not want to go through probate. I have done over 1,000 probates in my career, and I have never once had a family come to me after probate and say, wow, thank you so much. That was a wonderful experience. We loved how long it took, and we loved how much it cost. And quite frankly, we can't wait for our next family member to die so we can do this again. Those words have never been spoken, and they never will be. However, the converse is usually the conversation I have with my families after getting one of their loved ones through probate. They come to me and say, okay, you do estate planning for a living. What can you do for myself and my spouse to make sure that my children never have to go through what I just went through with my parents? And typically the answer is simple. It's a revocable living trust. So the revocable living trust allows you to have full control over your assets during your life. And on the first spouse, if it's a spousal situation, the first spouse to lose capacity or pass away, the surviving spouse is the sole beneficiary. And then on the surviving spouse's passing, everything goes right down to the beneficiaries. It can be amended at any time. It can be changed. As the name insinuates, it can be revoked, although typically people don't do that. But the reality is the revocable living trust can be administered in a much shorter period of time than going through probate, and you don't have all of the stuff that goes along with the probate process. So for instance, here in Florida, probates typically take 6 to 12 months to get through the court system, and for the vast majority of that time, your assets are going to be frozen. Your spouse can't get to them, your family can't get to them. There are some exceptions, but those exceptions come with additional fees and costs for probate services. However, if you do the revocable living trust, you avoid the court costs, the filing fees, the publication fees, the bond, the paralegal fees, and the attorney fee. And let's talk about that attorney fee, because this is where I make money on people that have failed to plan to avoid this process. In Florida, the statutory fee is 3% of your probatable assets, goes right to the attorney. So for many people that are fortunate enough to have a primary residence, maybe a vacation home, or large sums of money in the bank, stocks and bonds and mutual funds, the 3% can add up. It doesn't sound like a lot, but if someone has a $500,000 estate, you're looking at a statutory $15,000 attorney fee on top of all of the other fees and costs to get through the process, on top of the delays that are inherent within the court system. It's inefficient, takes more time, costs more money, completely avoidable. And there's never a time that you would say, yes, I will choose to go through that process. So there's only two types of people that go through probate. Those individuals that haven't planned around it, and those individuals that might take the attitude and the position of, well, I'll be dead then, so kind of who cares? And if that's your position, totally fine. Trust me, totally fine. The reality is the attorney that drafts the estate plan, for instance, if it's a last will and testament, that attorney has about a 95% chance of picking up the probate. So when I have a client that comes in that says, I hear you, but I don't care if my stuff goes through probate, and I don't care if it takes time and costs money, I'm fine doing that. I don't have a horse in the race here, because I tell my clients kind of tongue in cheek, like, you're going to pay me now or pay me later. You can pay me now to avoid probate by setting up an estate plan that's designed to avoid it, or you can kick the can down the road, you can delay the cost of administration, and chances are you're going to pay me or someone who does what I do for a living to get you through that process. My job is not to tell you what you should be doing. My job is to educate you on your options, let you know what the fees and costs and the risks and the benefits of different legal strategies that you might implement in your estate plan. So if you want to know more information on avoiding the sucker's game called probate, feel free to call Mortellero Law. We will do a free consultation. We can do it in office, by phone, or a Zoom meeting. And let us have the opportunity to educate you on what your options are and ways that you can avoid losing part of what you have spent a lifetime building in the probate process. We can make things more efficient, more streamlined, and take less time. So I hope this was helpful. Again, Give us a call or visit us online at www.mortolerolaw.com to find out more on how you can avoid probate. Thank you so much. Have a great day.